to us. Thank you for stopping by our channel. YouTube, just to remember, this is a piece of wood we will use to point at objects throughout the room. It is in no way, shape, or form used in firearms. It is a piece of wood wedge used to install windows and doors in construction. We are using it to point at objects throughout the room. And everything is for educational purposes only. Nothing is for sale. Educational purposes only. And thanks for that last subscription. Whoever gave that, thank you. Before we ended that last slide, someone gave us a subscription. Elijah Farmer, welcome back. Seaweed, hello. Creator's back. Yo, he says. 4 people in the chat and 2 likes. Appreciate y'all. Double tap that screen if you could. Thank you so much for showing up again to our take 3, which will be our last one for Red Elves. Welcome, buddy. How much does a whole setup cost? Of what? A whole setup of what? That's a big window to figure out what the setup means. 3rd stream, yes sir. We do 1 hour increments because otherwise it just doesn't work. I used to do 2.5, 3 hours because I could hold 100 for an hour and a half. Dirtbike Gamer says hi. Ohio Maine says hi. All the guns? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea how much all my stuff cost. No clue. Close to probably 70K maybe. Creator says, hey yo, got a 45 subscribers since the first stream today. Yes, we had 7,002. The last stream we did, as in like on Friday, we ended with 7,035. We lost 33 for some reason. I'm back. This is peace. 3 rare pieces. What was your last gun that you purchased? I think, if I recall, it was a revolver, Hopkins and Allen's Safety Police, little 38 revolver. Actually, it's a mid-size. It's not small. Is there a gun that you regret buying? There's one I probably will get rid of sometime that, unless it was a wood stock, I probably won't keep it. But all educational purposes here. Nothing for sale. That's a top break, by the way, Ohio, Maine. It's a top break. It's from like, probably from the 50s, I think, or 40s. Probably 50s. Top break, 38 Smith & Wesson. Much love, brother. Hey, Liz. How's it going on? Ohio, Maine says, nice. Ohio, Maine, sorry. What time is it over there by now? Over there in the other side of the pond, Liz? It's got to be like, what, 4 or 5 in the morning? 4:15? 5:15? 4:15, probably. She's way over there in UK, Great Britain, something. Thank you for coming by again, guys. 11 in the chat. Double tap that screen. We only have 5 thumbs up. Wow. And guys, if you could help us out, we are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We're going to have a big giveaway. Don't know what it is yet. I'm good, just eating bread. How about you? I'm doing good too. You're in the Bahamas. Wow. I'm guessing that's what you meant. BAMA. I've never been to the Bahamas. Hey, someone gave us a subscription. Thank you, guys. 1 more towards 10K. One Armed Bandit. I subscribe, man. Got a channel myself. Sweet. Is yours a public channel where I can subscribe back pretty easily? 416. Okay, I figured. Evan Sellers is back. That way I can subscribe back. This is Sweden/Italy. Oh, is that where you're at right now? Gotcha. Perfect. Robin Hood, nice collection there, man. Thank you. You are new to the channel as well. Thank you for the subscription. Bama is Alabama. Oh, gotcha. What's up, Jared? I said, man, I got a question. Hopefully you can help. Fire away, my friend. Subscribing on my new account. There you go. Alabama. I've never been to Alabama. Shout out to just subscribe. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, go ahead, Jared. Tell us what you got, brother. How can we help you? We're here to help, brother. That's what we're here for. Not just to show gun content, but we like answering questions, helping people out. If we got an answer, we try our best. I'm the King K subscriber. Yeah. I happen to have a Car 98. So this one looks like a Car 98. It's a Car 98 Action, but it's actually a Mauser 8mm from Turkey from 1938. We got a white-tailed deer problem here in Alabama. Can you invite me over? Hey, welcome back, Banana Republic. And thanks for that subscription, whoever gave us one. One Arm says I just got a Car 816, 14.5 inch. Love it. Nice. What's up? It's Sakita. This is Liz. Yeah, it says Liz on there. Jared says I live in West Virginia and I own a Glock 20. I have a Glock 20 Gen 3. I'm looking to find a force reset trigger and I'm having trouble finding one, by the way. They're people who haven't carried. Jared, I don't know where you can get one for 20. I have a 20 Gen 3. I have no idea. I think right now Glock for special trigger stuff is kind of touchy right now with some people. I mean, I got no issue with it if your state's legal with it. Mine is. You ever picked a vintage ammo box? No. Banana says, hi. I'll see what I can do. Thanks, Rare Piece. Do you have a gun that you have to stuff gunpowder in it? That's called a muzzle loader or black powder. So seaweed, yes, we have, but it's not functional currently. A 1840s roughly cap and ball muzzleloader right there. It's a Kentucky hunting rifle. Just subbed on my new account. Thanks, Liz. Liz 1984. I always tell people when they ask if you can count how many guns you have, then you don't have enough. I've heard that before. It might have been from you. One of these days I need to take all the ones I can fire and stick them out on a table and fire them one by one. How much for a ask? Conan, what you mean? Hey, shout out Orange Smoke. What's up, brother? I have a replica of the Kentucky pistol. That's an original. I don't have any Kentucky pistols. Conan, nothing is for sale. This is all educational purposes only. That is my own. This is my own collection. Amen, dream of truth. Amen. I actually just had a sermon this morning that I talked about remembering God's promises and to remember to be a doer of his word, not just a hearer. A Kenan, nothing's for sale. Is that a Henry 22? Yes, sir, it is. That third one in. Rules for gun safety. Treat the gun like it was loaded. Never shoot at someone or something you don't want to damage or off. Don't hold the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Amen. Dream says awesome. Appreciate you spreading the word. We had one on our last live too, and it means a lot. Every little bit counts, brother. AI Jesus. AI Jesus, how are you? Do you have a what? Do you have at what? 25 in the chat, but guys, we only have 12 likes. What's going on? Double tap that screen if you could and subscribe. We're trying to get to 10K subscribers before the end of the year. We got a lot of room to do, guys. Get us to that. We got a big giveaway at 10K. No 50 caliber as in a 50 AM BMG. We do have a 50/500. Do you like Ruger Marlin 3030? I would love to have one. Are the FMK Extra plus rated? Plus P? Yes, they are plus P rated. I don't know about plus P plus. But yes, the FMKs are rated plus Ps, Liz. Yo, what's up? Boom, boom. God bless you and your family. Amen. Thanks, Dreams. Guns out fishing. How much SKS worth? No ban yet. I'm not sure. Mine has a ban yet. I would say probably, my guess, if you would have to purchase one yourself, again, nothing is for sale here. Educational purposes only. But probably 6.5 to 7 north cheeseburgers. Unless you get the good deal I did that fell through the cracks. That's a Norinco. I got that for 420 beans without the vignette. It had the original mag. I put a longer one on it. Do you like Filipino long guns? I think it would be nice, Mr. Dreams. I'll see if I can get you a few more subs in the next few weeks. Rare, that would be awesome. Yeah, if you could tell your friends about me, I'd love that. And if you have a decent channel, I mean, not decent, but like I subscribe to everybody that subscribes back if they're public. Like I can find them very easily because I can see who my subscribers are. And if it shows a little white balloon instead of filled in, I'll just sub right back. What was the first gun you ever shot? Seaweed. It was a 1022 Ruger. My dad still has that. He got it when I was like 4, something like that. Let's see here. Awesome says guns out fishing. Can you type in chat? I can't. I can put floating banners, but got a deal if that's true. You can buy a musket. Yeah, you can buy a musket even if you're a felon. Good for me. I got same with 1,000 peanuts. Do you like Samayamayagi? I'm not even sure what that is. Sumayagi. Is that a type of karate? Can I give you a musket? I don't need it for World War II reckless, but it still shoots. That'd be nice, Cannon. That'd be nice for anybody. Those are totally legal in every state. Black powder stuff. Somyai Gai. Somyong Gai? Somyong Gai. Sounds like you're saying some young guy. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what it sounds like you just want me to say. Yay, if you're felon, you can be a pirate and carry flintlock. Yep. Bet what is a gun dealer near you? You don't actually black powder, you don't need to a gun dealer. If it's black powder antique, anything 1898 and older, if your state allows it, it doesn't need shipped to an FFL. No, we're not going to say that one, Dreamer. First gun I shot was a 10 gauge when I was about 9 years old. It threw me back about 5 feet. Wow. Pretty sure you need a certain gun license to own that much. No, you don't, actually. Is 30-06 pretty powerful? Fairly. I have a 30-06 Remington 700 from like 1970, 1971. Woodstock. It's got a jeweled barrel. Or sorry, a jeweled. You can see them still. They're a little worn. The jeweled bolt. 30-06. I mean, yeah, it's pretty powerful. They can take out an elk, no problem. Feel like muskets are underrated. True dat. Hey man, it's me again. What's up, Tanis? Welcome. What up, black powder revolvers? I don't have any. They can also be shipped international. I mean, through the mail without an FFL, unless your state for some reason wants to register black powder, because some states are trying to. Definitely get musket in the future. There you go. I've thought about maybe getting because some people have asked me if I had black powder pistol. I don't. That'd be nice. After the bar says, yo, do you have any bolt action rifles? Yes, I have the 338 Lapua there. I have like 322s. I've got a 30-06, a 270. Mosin Nagant right there. M38, a Lee Enfield number 4 Mark 1. A Mauser from Turkey. And then I have a bolt action shotgun in the corner over there. Marlin original goose gun. So yeah, we got some bolt actions. Yes, sir. Today was lever action Sunday, so be right back, says Seaweed. Okay. 30-06 and 3 are kind of some seen as old fashioned, but they're very capable. I wouldn't say a 308 is. 30-06 is considered old fashioned, yeah. 308 is actually a shrunk down version case of the 30-06. We have a town in Alabama called Woodstock. Nice. What's going to be your next firearm purchase? Any ideas? It's going to be the TX22. At least for the channel with the donations we get. We're not quite there yet with the donations, and we still haven't got our first check. I think that's coming in a couple days from YouTube. But I'm really looking at a K31 Swiss. That's a 7.5 Swiss. I've been looking at it off and on at the local pawn shop. Might be getting it. I'm waiting for it to sit there a little longer, so that way I can hopefully get a better discount on it. Yo, I'm Turkish. Hey, there you go. What's in the safe? Well, if you want to see what's in the safe, you gotta drop a super chat. Yes, sir. Or some type of donation. The jewels, unless there's a whole bunch, it doesn't get opened. And then we have Cash App and Venmo here too, but anyways, do I have a Gavir? I wish I did. That would be nice. A Gavir. However you pronounce it. YouTube, we are just turning the screen back on for the tablet. We aren't touching any firearms. How's your day been, Desert? Pretty good. I had a sermon this morning that I preached. Spent some time with some friends and family. And then got home. Lounged around for a little bit. I think I got home at like 4:30. And then, yeah, until 6 o'clock we went live. So, my time anyways. Never enough ammo. Amen, Mushy Beans. Welcome back, buddy. What are you planning for your 10K? 100K plaque? Oh, I don't know. We got to get 10K first. Hopefully we can get a giveaway on 10K. Trying to get the 10K, guys, before the end of the year. We've got 2,930 subscribers yet for that. I would have easily gotten it if YouTube didn't shadow ban me, because I was getting about 100 to 200 subscribers every live. And we've been shadow banned for 3 weeks, I think, 2.5 weeks, where we barely get any views. We used to get 200-300 people in here at a time. Now we're lucky to get 80 at a time. Anyways, what's your highest caliber rifle? My 338 Lapua. You ever tried cooking food with your barrel as it heats up? I have not. Did I serve? Andy Service, I did not. But if you did, thank you for your service. My dad has. Let's get that TX22. We plan on doing that, buddy. That's bad bleep. Thank you. You ever tried cooking food for the barrel? That one I already answered. I would do a super chat, but my credit card ran out. Yeah, I've heard that excuse a few times. Already threw in my super chat. Yes, you did. Thank you, Peace. You did that on the last one, and we did some slappy slaps for you. You also did a lot of jewels. And if we get a lot of them, because like we had 800-something jewels on that last one, we did a slappy for that. And we did some safe reveals, too. Hey, Glass, welcome back. Sorry, I would give you 300. Yeah. I would be trying to send people your way. Thank you, Glass. I really appreciate that. What's up, Zach? Thanks for ignoring me, man. Thanks, man. Dude, this is the first time you popped on, so I'm alive. I exist. I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad you exist, too. Glad you're alive. God has a plan for you, my friend. Hi there, my man. What's up? Heart of Ardud. I've warmed up food on the manifold of my dirt bike before. My grandpa used to heat up baked potatoes in tinfoil on like car engines and stuff, or open up the hood, put your baked potato under the hood. It's pretty cool. Guns and Gaming, thank you. Or what? Canon. What's the ore? Like iron ore? The Visa. Well, that's fine. They got Discovery, they got American Express, they got MasterCard. Can't hear you on mic. Probably have to restart that. Mr. Billy, thank you for that. Appreciate you. From Glass of the Past. What's up? What's up, Farm? Hi, Will sent me. Farm N4I, thank you for coming by. Like and subscribe if you could. We do gun content, mine exploring, cave exploring, hiking. Check us out. What did that do? So what you just gave us helps towards donations. We have 17 jewels. That's probably $1 maybe. But earlier we had 800-something jewels on our last live. That probably was like maybe $8, $10. Cannon, thank you. I thought you said you didn't have anything. Thank you for that. That's a big enough one. You get an MP5 slap. Should I focus on lives to get more subs? Yes, Dirt Bike. Lives get you subs. Very slow if you're shadow banned, but fast if you're not. If they like your channel. Because I'm bored. Salty, thank you. Salty the Manifold. There you go. Rare Piece just sent 100. Thank you. Because I'm bored. I got free jewels. There you go. Jewels. Have you ever got lost in the woods? I have. I don't think so. That I can recall. No, we didn't have any super chats. Those are jewels. We didn't have any super chats dropped. Where it's the little dollar symbol in the bottom corner, the bottom right corner. Hey, we got a better gift. Those better gifts get you MP5 slaps. How do you get shadow banned? So what shadow banned is, Farm, is YouTube doesn't push out your content so you don't get any views. That's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much what shadow banned is. Where like I've been in it for about 3 weeks almost, where they're not pushing my content out anymore, unfortunately. What would you pick for a wild boar hunt? A wild boar? 223, maybe 762x39. You don't have goals. I don't have goals. GULS. You mean guns? You don't have to have guns to make a channel. You can do anything. I mean, hey, maybe I'll make a second channel that's only outdoors. That says Desert Outdoors, and then I have this one that's Desert Armory. I don't know. Farm says, my dad got lost in a river in the woods, then lost his boat. Had to sleep in the pouring rain in the middle of the woods. Taking 2 days to find civilization. Wow, Farm, interesting. Ever seen quicksand? I lost a brand new boot in one, sucked it right from my foot. Sort of. It would have been very shallow along some rivers sometimes. Jules, yes. Farm says, LOL. What would you do if I donate 300? 300? I'd love that. Would be nice. Let's see. What would we do? Definitely would show you the safe, of course. Not sure what more I could do that. Oh, I could show you the Nerf gun and shoot it at the camera. In Bear Country, are you carrying a 45-70 or 12 gauge? Dark Cross. I usually carry a 10 mil handgun. And then I'll have like when I'm hiking in Bear Country, a 10 mil handgun. I have a Glock 20. We actually have a bear hunt coming up in the spring, and so we'll be doing. I think it's brown bear or black. I can't remember. Now, if you would donate that much, I'm just going to say this, Kenan, do not do it via YouTube. They will take a quarter of it. I think it's 12% or 15%. So anything that big, I always tell my friends, which I've never had that big, the most I ever had was $20. Venmo or Cash App. Do not send that much over YouTube. They will take a lot away. Why do I get shadow banned? Because they don't like this stuff. They don't like guns, and so they're trying to take some of our freedoms away and not spread the word out. You know, 500. We do Sup Desert. What's up, Pistol Pete WW worldwide guys? Shout out to Pistol Pete WW. Awesome channel. Check him out. He does two-way stuff as well. Answers people's questions just like I'm doing. Shout out to him, buddy. Would you point at a gun for 300? Point. Do you have any 223 ARs? Yes, sir, I do. Christmas card would be appropriate. There you go. Or I try to find some money around. That'd be nice. That really fine. Slitty mud is dangerous, like the kind formed from glaciers. Helped a guy once that was waist deep in that stuff. Wow. What's the odds of stopping a full charge of a full-grown grizzly? I would be having my 460 Magnum on that dude with some hard casts. My hottest rounds I got. That guy would be... yeah. I would definitely have to get rid of him. Crypto Bully, what's up? The guns that ruled the West. Yes, sir. Except this one. That one didn't. That one's more modern. That's from the 50s. Best gun in your collection you'd pick for a wild boar hunt. I would probably use my 5.56, 223, or 7.62x39 AK. You got some CCI stingers. Yeah, I have some down. Let's see. Right here. Ugh. Here we go. Right there. They're one of the fastest 22s. They're 1,640 feet per second. I love Pistol Pete's a big fan. Yes, sir. Me too. Let's see. Pieces. When I turn 18, I'm going to get my own YouTube channel, probably about hunting and guns. I'll invite you to hunt some whitetail, but it's not really something I can promise. That'd be nice. You don't have to be 18 unless that's what your parents say. You could actually do YouTube content at 16. That's their guidelines. 16. 12 gauges with high brass slugs are the preferred bear guns in Alaska. That would do it. I have some high brass. Let's see. I think this is a number 4. It's hard to read. Here's a high brass right here, but you can't read it. It's worn off. It's a Federal. But I also have some high brass heavy Magnum Coyote. Those are 3-inch, and then I have some. What's that other one? Here we go. Number 4 buckshot varmint. Those are some high brass too, I believe so. Anyways, a 22 sounds like it'll be best for defense. You can definitely get a lot of them in them. What pistol would you take back in time to Wild West if you had to duel? Probably a 9mm. Just don't let the shells sit. They're going to produce something prematurely. Be like stepping on the wrong flower, and then somebody gets adios. What do they call that? Butterfly effect? Juries, what's up? Welcome. Just got get to 40 Smith and Wesson. What's your opinion on them? Jersey. Guys, shout out to Jersey. New to the channel. Double tap the screen, guys. Subscribe if you could. We do more than gun content. We also do, mine exploring, cave exploring, hiking, hunting stuff. We just posted some stuff. Check us out, guys. Love yous. Thanks. Smith & Wesson 40. I think it's one of those cartridges that kind of gets neglected because it's not much better than a 9, if any. And a 45 ACP is better, I'd say. So, hey, would I buy one? Maybe one day. Would I want it? Maybe. Just ban me, dude. What happened? Dude, what's wrong with you, Zach? Come on, brother. God's got a plan for you, man. Cheer up. Cycle really good through a Ruger 1022. There you go. Yeah, they do. The Stingers do. They're also, if you have a gun that's picky with ammo, like a handgun, semi-auto, use Stingers or mini mags. If you find Stingers, you can find mini mags all day. So those are very good in handguns. Let's see. Tay Gray, is lever action good for deer hunting? Yes, especially a 30-30. They're very good for deer hunting in close quarters. Get more than mods, please. Have you ever hunted a boar with buckshot? I have not. Shoot 30-30, 45-70. 30-30 is what I have. It's not out here. It's in my car. 45-70 is more expensive. I don't have one. I don't know. I think they're both cool. Zach, have a Mountain Dew? Yeah, I'll take a Mountain Dew. You and Kentucky Blisters to do a video together. I would love to. 444 Marlin. That would be nice. Let's see. The Marlin was my first rifle. What was it chambered in? I love the old school CCI boxes. Yeah, those are with the orange color. Yeah, I have a few of them. I think I have. Let's see. I have a couple more here. I have 2 more CBs that are full. These are both CBs. These are both old ones. This one's a little newer. As you can tell, it's the newer look. That one's the newer look. But I got 2 CBs. This one CB. And then those are hollow point shorts. Gerbil Sniper, how are you? You have a Martini Henry. I do not. I have, see, a Martini Henry is a 5.77 by 450, I believe. I do have a 5.77 Schneider. Let me get you off the stand. We'll put you over there. So we got here a 5.77 Schneider. It's made in 1860. That's the closest I have to a Martini Henry being the same caliber in a way, because the back end is the same size, a 5.77. That's the closest I got. How far is the TX project for you? The TX22, I'm supposed to get my first check from YouTube in a couple days, which is going to be like $208 supposedly. That puts us about about halfway there, because the one I would like to get, I think, is 4 something, but then I need to get the FRT for it yet. CB longs, no recoil, and low sound. I've never seen CB longs. Mine are CB shorts. Threshold Moment, what's up? Appreciate you showing up. Guys, shout out to Threshold Moments. I think he's new. Thank you for coming by. I want an M1 to grab. Yes, sir. Marlin C 75C was my first rifle. Nice. Love $22 plastic cases. Fits good in the pocket. Yeah, especially these little guys. That can fit in your pocket, no problem. These little 50s. Yes, sir. Just stopped in to hit the like button. God bless my family, my friends. Ruger Farming, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for those 2 subscriptions, whoever gave those. Chrysler Cypher was my first shotgun. I went to buy a case of Barniki Magnum Crush. They are 1 3/8 ounce slugs at 1,600 feet per second, but they're like 700 case. 1 3/8 ounce. Never heard of those. Centurion Arms Bullpup was the first shotgun I shot. There you go. What's your favorite rifle? M1 Grand, welcome. Appreciate you showing up. So my favorite bolt action rifle is that 338 Lapua. My favorite semi-automatic rifle would be my AK-47 Kalashnikov. And my favorite lever action rifle is right there by the tablet, right there. It is a Winchester Model 94, chambered in 32 Winchester centerfire. It's made in 1895. Favorite ice cream would probably be cookie dough or vanilla with chocolate on it. Sorry, I haven't been on for a while. That's okay, Jason. Is there a mod you can get in help? Yeah, actually, one just showed up. Hey, Desert, how you feeling? I'm feeling good. Creator, I need you to help out for a little bit as a moderator, if you don't mind. And one grand, appreciate you showing up, buddy. I think you're new. Thank you. What's your weirdest or your most unique gun? Those 9mm rim fires. They're a little shotgun called a Flober, 9mm Flober. I have 2 of them. They're these right here. That's the floor squeaking, by the way. These are rimfire 9mm shotgun. Right here. They're called Flober 9mm. That's my oddball list, but yeah. Let's see here. Threshold says, did you know that there is not one single one, any social media platform of any AK-47s passing the mud test or the sand test? That's not true. I've seen a lot of social media platforms on YouTube that have tested AK-47s in both of those, and they have fired afterwards. So, I'm not sure where you're getting your info, my friend. Camden, what's up, buddy? Shout out to Camden. Sure thing, Jerome. Let's see here. Guns and gaming. Thank you for that. You know that there is not one single video of an AR-15 failing a stun or med test? Yes, there is. There actually is. I've seen both of those. Thanks for that subscription. I've seen both. I've seen failing and not failing with AKs, and I've seen failing and not failing with ARs. So I think it varies by brand. It varies by the YouTuber and their preferences and what type of sand and mud and dirt they're using. 39 viewers and 35 likes when I'm sending this. Guys, please double tap the screen if you could. The created, when did you get mod? I just put him on as a mod. Can we see the 9mm box again? Yes, these are my oldest ones. I have 2 that are just about brand new, but right there. They have that little acorn actually on the back end of these ones. These are not brass cases. These ones are nickel cases. Let's see if I can get one out for you. If I can get it out on camera. There we go. These are nickel cases, these ones, not brass, and they have a little acorn in the back end. See? That's cool. Yes, sir. Yeah, the box is kind of poor shape, but there you go. Hopefully that helped. Let's see here. Fun, yes. Practical. Maybe, maybe not. Hey, what's up, paintball? It's been a while. You're bored right now. Got a Diamondback AR-15 instead of a lever action. Hey, I got an AR-15 right there. Delton. 4 MP5 slaps. We did get quite a few of them, so we'll get some of them in there. Thanks for the reminder. Sometimes I forget. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for those donations, guys, for the super gems. Thank you. Tesco, let's see here. Gotta go, Desert. Hope you get your 10K goal. We hope we can get 10K by the end of the year. We are in November. Probably not. If YouTube didn't shadow ban us, we'd be there by now, probably, actually. But no, unfortunately not. I wish I had a sleeve rig for a Derringer, like a Taxi Driver or Django movie. Oh, one of those. Your boy rides bikes, says, yo, nice, welcome. Hey, buddy. What gun would you use for hunting? Jacob Chrisman, we put our 30-30 is what we had for a bear hunt. Sorry, a deer hunt the other day. Unfortunately, we didn't get any buck. There was none available. I hiked about 38 miles up and down steep hills and mountains, wooded areas. No bucks. Lots of doe, no bucks. Threshold says I'm a liar. Interesting. Give the link. I can't. I'm on a live, unfortunately. Clocking your guns. What you mean? Let's see. Threshold, like I said, I can't give you a link when I'm on a live because guess what? If I get off the live, you guys won't be able to see my content right now. But I know that Kentucky Ballistics have tested them in sand and mud. I'm pretty sure Demolition Ranch did. There's a lot of YouTubers who have tested both of those, the AK-47 and the AR. AK-47s have failed in mud test and water test. They also have not failed in both of those. The AR has failed in both of those and not failed. Like I said, it varies. Got any 32 shorts? Yes, I do, Ben. I have 3 or 4 32 shorts. Unfortunately, they're not out today. They are in the safe. They'll be out on Thursday. Although I might have them out tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think he will, Mr. Threshold. I think even if I gave you the link, he still wouldn't give me $1,000. But anyways, let's see here. And that guy's getting in timeout for a minute. Threshold, chill out. Yeah, we just put him in timeout. Is there a freaking 16 gauge? Yes, there is. These are lever actions out today, so that is a lever action 10 gauge right there. But we do have a 16 gauge. This purple guy right here, it's a 16 gauge, and I have a double barrel that fires it. Right there, we have a Zastava 16 gauge M75, made about 70s, the 80s. Pretty neat little gun. I like it a lot. Kind of rare. Let's see here. What is the biggest gun you have? So, Jacob, the biggest rifle we have is the 338 Lapua right there. Biggest revolver we have is the 500 Magnum. Semi-automatics, I don't really have that big. I only have up to 7.62 by 39. I mean, that's not that big. And then I also have, for semi-auto pistols, would be a 10 mil. What's up, Joe Bird? Welcome back. Chase says, oh, show me that shotgun. Yeah, let me get you a little closer then. He has a 10. Yes, I got a lot of 10s. I have 4 10s. 4 10 gauges, but here it is. If I recall, it should say right here M75. There we go. M75. Yes, it's a 16 gauge Zastava. I think that one was made in Yugoslavia, I believe. I think it's made in Yugoslavia, if I recall that one. Anyways. You have to do gun SMR like reloading or clocking back your gun. That would be cool, yep. AK does better in mud and freezing weather. AR is better in sand. Correct. I don't know what was wrong with that fellow. On the norm, you're correct, Ben. Can you name a shotgun on the table? I only have one shotgun on the table. That one is a 10 gauge Winchester model 1901, made in 1901. Yes, sir. You compete in shooting sports. I haven't yet. I already did put him in timeout. Okay. Did you not get in trouble with YouTube for handling the bullets? For bullets, you're not supposed to. You mentioned where they draw the line before. I just can't remember. Yeah, touching firearms, yes. You get kicked out for that. Bullets, you're not supposed to, as well as magazines, is kind of a gray area. Some people have, some people haven't. And we lost a subscriber. I bet you it was that little nuisance of a guy that was on earlier. You got double timeout. I think it only does whatever the last one was, which was either a minute or 5. I can't remember what I stuck them in for. Look up the video, guys. Yeah, like I said, there's both ways. I've seen both videos. I've seen ARs do bad and do good. I've seen AKs do bad and do good. I think it varies by the creator, where they got their gun, if it was a freebie or not. What type of mud, what type of sand, what type of water. It varies. Stava is Serbian. That one actually is not. It actually is made in Yugoslavia, like I remembered. But yeah, you're right. Most Zastavas would be made in Serbia, but that one's actually made in Yugoslavia. Probably has to do something with the double barrel instead of being a semi-auto AK or something. Got a 410 bolt action and a Mauser converted to 16 gauge. Sweet. You have a Uzi. I do not, Seaweed. I have the MP5, but I do not have an Uzi. That's the MP5 right there. It's a parts kit, HK internals with Century Arms externals, which is actually made by HK. So you like Zastava? I only have one Zastava. You ever tried any of the revolvers? No, I hear they're kind of cheap. My local gun and pawn shop has 2 of them, I think. I think they still have both of them. I see some for good price at Atlantic Firearms. What is the ring on the side of the lever action? Baker, that is called a saddle ring. So you could mount it to your saddle or your arm. That way when you're riding and shooting, like how it used to be in real life, in Cowboy Days or whatever, you don't lose it if it falls out of your hands. Your boy rides bikes says I did a minute and so did you. Oh, I might have. It probably still a minute then. Because it usually was whatever the last one is. So if you put someone accidentally for like a whole day, 24 hours or whatever, you can put it to 1 minute again, and it should just be 1 minute. Ben says, believe it or not, my Springfield Hellcat is made in Croatia. Kind of threw me off. Yes, you are right. A few of the Springfields, I think some of the XDs are made in Croatia. It does seem weird, but they're decent. My rarest gun is right here, Seaweed. That little teeny Derringer looking thing. They only made about 500 to 1,000 of those from 1869 to 1871. We'll be back in 5. I got to go get my paperwork to pick up my shotgun tomorrow. Sweet. The Elzastavos was around when Yugoslavia was around, and it fell in the 80s, and all the Zasava guns since then have made in Serbia. So, yeah, that one, if I recall, was made in the 70s to somewhere in the early 80s. That shotgun, since it's made in Yugoslavia, not Serbia, it makes it a little more rare. Do you know much about the 348 Winchester? Wayne, shout out to you, by the way. Welcome to chat. I'm not sure if I heard of a 348. I want to learn what you got. I don't know much about. If that's a cartridge, I haven't heard of that one. Let me know. I want to learn. Let's learn together. Guys, anybody heard of the 348 Winchester? New to me. Is there a way I can request a gun to come out tomorrow? Yes, go ahead, make the request. I used to do that fairly often. Does a small gun work? Yes and no. It's missing the spring for the hammer because it's broken. Once I get spring steel and cut it to the right shape, which I don't know what that is because the original ones was already broke and missing parts, it'll fire no problem. Is that the original wood handle on that tiny old pistol? Yes, sir, it is. It's the original. Was that rare gun I saw? One for sale. I'm thinking 400. It's worth more than that, dude. That I paid about 420 cheeseburgers. That's worth about 9 to 1,200 because it's so rare. Ever shot the North American Arms 20 Magnum revolver Dillinger? I have. You know why? I have one. It's the Black Widow edition with the big old rubber handle. My dad bought one, and it's an awesome pocket gun. Seaweed says okay. Your boy was Bike says he would like the 500 Magnum research out tomorrow. Sure. What's up, Boom Boom? I will try to remember that. Let me see if I got something to write something down. Let me get a pen, guys. I need to write that down so I don't forget. Guy would slide. Bikes wants that. All right. Let me write that down for you, brother. So yours is, hey, what's up, Banana? A small little pistol is probably my most favorite out of your collection. That's one of them. You probably saw the other long, skinny one I have. That's a Stevens. What's up, James? Welcome back. Have you heard of Oath slugs for shotguns? It rings a bell, James. By the way, welcome. Your boy rides bikes. Okay, let me write that one down. He wants the 500 Magnum out tomorrow. Your boy, excuse me, rides bikes. All right, we'll put that out tomorrow, buddy. I was writing on the wall, and the wall's all bumpy, so it doesn't look very nice. Anywho, I've never heard of that. It kind of rings a bell a little bit, James, about Oath shotgun shells. Not sure. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please double tap the screen. Subscribe if you could. We're trying to get to 10,000 before the end of the year. Kind of doubt it, but it would be really nice. We also do not only gun content, but we also do mine exploring, cave exploring, hiking. Check us out. How to become a moderator. It's just whenever I need one, and if you've been here a lot, but it's usually if I need one, I'll try to get you one. Remember, if you said you have a Desert Eagle. I don't. Yeah, you need mod, dude. I'm eating nugs. I know what slugs are. Know your boy. You bring out your Snyder. Oh, yeah, you like that, Camden, don't you? Don't you have the Snyder? Or no, that's Eastern Washington, which hasn't been in. He has a Snyder and a Martini. Maybe you do too, a Snyder. Camden wants the Snyder. The 577 Snyder, mate. Like and subscribe, says Boom Boom. You got the Vitelli. Got you. Tomorrow I will try to donate on my other account. Thank you. That would be nice. Banana mod. Banana's only been on. This is his third live, I think. Banana, is this your third time here? like third day. I have an old Winchester model, 1897 and 12 gauge. Nice. Mine's the new model of that. They called it the 1901. I mean nuggets. Oh, there you go. Do you have any? Whoops, sorry guys, missed it. Do you have any carbon fiber shells? No, which I'm not sure if they make those. Need an FRT? Yes, we plan on putting an FRT when we purchase the TX22 Taurus. After that, donations are going towards putting an FRT in the MP5. I thought it was more. No, Banana, how long you been here? Isn't this like your third or fourth live with us, I believe? Have I ever served in the military? I have not. Yep, it goes brr, brr. It sounds like an A10 Warthog. Yeah, Ben, we plan on getting one with the donations that we get for the channel. That's the thing. All my donations are just going to go right back into the channel, guys. Either to buy ammo, to purchase pew-pews, yeah. But nothing's for sale here. Only educational purposes. How does he have a star? Your boy rides bikes because he's also a member. You can, oh, Tannerite. I can actually get that over the counter here. Auto reset. It's called force reset, but yeah. Dirt Bike Gamer, there you go. He is also a member, so he helps support the channel with a membership. Jerome, you have the 1887 and the 1897 mixed up. Possibly I do. Please do not ask what I said. I don't know why he does that all the time. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Did I miss something here? Yes, I did. Camden says, yeah, I saw a Bertelli border guard carbine for sale for 600 beans, and those are 2K plus, but I sold the previous day. I want to buy it. Wow. Yeah, that is pretty cheap for one of those. Do you do reloading? Ben, I do a few. We plan on doing more. I do 338 Lapua, 2520, 3220, and I make my own 25 rimfire. Because I generally do not remember. There you go. Have you ever been to the Grand Canyon? It's in Arizona. Baker, yes. I've been there when I was younger, hiking around the top, but when I was a little bit older, I camped down there with some friends. I actually did a little story about that in a short. It says Story Time with Uncle Jerome. I just posted it yesterday. Check it out. I talk about that, our Grand Canyon trip a little bit. I almost bought a 1897 black back diamond a while ago, but it went up to $2,400 on the auction and couldn't bring myself to pay it. The old trap guns are super rare. There you go. Salty Spittoon 9. That's like answering if the sky is blue. No, I don't. I do not drink beer. So actually, it's not as rare as it's. I don't think it's that rare. But no, I do not drink. I am alcohol free. 1887 is a lever gun. 1897 is a pump. Which one did he say? 87 or 97? I don't remember. But you're right. I do get those two mixed up. I should remember the younger number, the 87, as an older, if that makes sense, is the lever action. Hey, Boom Boom, please stop spamming the chat with that. Preferred brand, overall, I'd say who has the best would be of every category, except they don't have shotguns. I don't think. They, Smith & Wesson, got a Lapua like you for a gift. For reals? Check, what's the math chill out? I know, right? He said 1890. Okay, gotcha. What's up, Maskic? Hey, it's Mason. Are you the one that usually says Mason, then you say pumpkin? Or is that a different Mason? Getting too smart. Do you have any 50 caliber guns? Carson, yes, I have a 500 Smith & Wesson. That's a 50 caliber, but I do not have a 50 AE/Desert Eagle or a 500 BMG. Sorry, a 50 BMG. I do have a 500. Mason, what do the numbers mean, Mason? No, I'm the one that has 170. Oh, that's the other one. Got you. 30-30, you already know we have that. What's up, Taylor? Welcome back. You should put a Daisy Red Rider up there next time and see if your viewers notice. I don't have one anymore. I had a Daisy. It was not the Red Rider edition because that one has the wood stock. It was the one that's the plastic stock. I gave it to my nephews to use, not to actually have. And unfortunately, it got damaged. It doesn't work anymore. And I don't know where it is. It's probably in the dump, rotting away. But that would be cool, Taylor, sorry. Can I see the Smith & Wesson 500? So I have a 460 Smith & Wesson XVR that actually is a Smith & Wesson brand. My 500 is a Magnum Research. It's a 500 Smith & Wesson round 500. It's a Desert. What is it? I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. My brain's freezing up. Magnum Research. There we go. It's a Magnum Research 500 Pillager. It's going to be out tomorrow. Someone requested for me to put it out tomorrow. So tomorrow you'll be able to see it, as well as on Thursday. I have all my wheel guns out. So if you want to see the 500, it'll be out tomorrow. The 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum Research is going to be out tomorrow. 1897s will mess up your thumb if it's too fat forward. The entire bolt comes back receiver when it's out of the battery. Interesting. Alcohol free for 17 years except for church or cough medicine. Oh, okay, got you. Is that a 545 AK or 556 AK? It's actually neither. I know the tip looks like it's for a 545. That's actually a 762 by 39. It's actually a 762 by 39 Kalashnikov. It's a Cali edition. I changed out the grip because I don't need to have that dumb wing on it. Let's see here. Your boy rides bikes. He redacted something. Your bike gamer says the only alcohol I've had was a sip of desert wine in Greece when I was 8 or 9. Daisy Red Riders are pretty cheap and no collection is complete without one. You have the original. Nice. What ammo does the shotgun take? That takes 10 gauge. Mason, that's a 10 gauge lever action. Yes, that is a 10 gauge. That brass shell is a 10 gauge. I loaded that myself. Unfortunately, this one, when the guy sold it to the pawn shop, didn't tell the pawn shop the firing pin was sheared. So they sold it as functional. I get it. It doesn't fire because the firing pin's sheared. So I gotta find one. That's Blasphemous 762 with 90-degree gas and AK-74 brake. Ha ha ha. That isn't a Cali edition. Leave it to them. Is Skittles around? No, he's outside. Skittles is outside. That's my little dog, by the way. Where's the wood stick? It's in my pocket. What is your oldest gun? Mason, my oldest gun is on the floor down here. Right there, they made the percussion ball and cap from 1820 to 1860. I like to say that's an 1840s Kentucky hunting rifle. Ben Kalashnikov is Kalashnikov model, does not matter. Yeah, I know, right? It's Kalashnikov, who cares? Yeah, doesn't matter. I skipped my cool text. Unfortunately, you skipped it. Okay, because I'm like, I didn't see one from you, I don't think. Seaweed, yeah, I don't see one from you. Dirtbike says, what's your newest magazine? My newest magazine was probably, I have a fairly new one of those. That was in my pocket while I was hiking, so it got worn, but that's for my Canik TTI Combat. One of those of mine are my newest mag. Anyways, have you ever seen those WBP AK-47s? They're really nice, made in Poland. Possibly. Show off Skittles sometime. He's on my channel off and on, so you can check him out. If we go some cave spelunking here sometime, he'll definitely go with us. No Skittles shotgun round, but how was he doing? Oh, you meant you meant a Skittles shotgun round. Oh, I thought you meant my dog Skittles. It's like my one's mom friend. She kept hearing me talk about Skittles, and I was bringing them on hikes, and she just thought I meant candy at first, and then she realized, oh, you're talking about a dog. Do I have a truck gun? Usually I just have a handgun in there, but, I mean, I guess we could always stick that in the car. MP5. What's your newest gun? By age, that blue one actually, that one was made in January, or actually it was February, I think, of 2025. That blue Canik Sketch. It's under the can. I see the Smith & Wesson 500 by Carson. No, I don't have a 500 out here. It's in the safe. But you can check out my 500 on my channel. Maskey 12, yes gun. What was the first gun you ever got? Mason, it's in the safe. It's a 22 bolt action Savage Mark II. What's up, Aqua? You're new. Taylor, be quiet. I type fast. EDC. Actually, those two right there are my EDCs. I either use that 2.0 Bodyguard on the right or the 365 SIG on the left. Aqua Wares. I believe you're new. I'm not sure. I almost thought I remember someone named Aqua in here one time before. Anyways, thank you for coming by. Shout out. There's a gold gun next to the blue one Canik as well. Yes, I used that on my hunt. It's a Canik TTI Combat. Let's see, my text is under that text. Unfortunately, it didn't go through. Love that blue Canik, been in a couple times. Thank you. Yeah, that is a Canik sketch. If you want the real name of it, it's called a Canik Meta SFX Signature Series Sketch. Press the button for me. What's up? See you, Boom Boom. Have a good one. We'll be closing down here in a few minutes ourselves. But it'll be maybe 10 minutes or so. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see how the live continues. If it picks up, hey, why not keep it going? Although I'm very tired. That's why my brain is like not thinking right. It's saying some weird stuff. Sid M17 with Vortex Red Dot. I've told you this. I have Sid. Oh, nice. Yeah, mine's the M18 with a Romeo on it. Twinmans. I've been looking at a Meta MC9. Love the range. Yes, that would be nice. MC9 LS. I have the Meta SFX Sketch, and then I have the Canon TTI Combat. Those are the two Tauruses, or not Tauruses. Turkish Canics I have. There we go. See you, your boy rides with slides. Let's see, that's actually Boom Boom leaving. See you, Boom Boom. Let's see, do you work tomorrow or go to church or still hang out? Tomorrow is Monday. I work Monday. I have an electrical job to start on tomorrow. I'm running power out to a shed. What is the difference between an M18 and an M17? An M17 is longer, and I think it's a little bit older model. The M18 is shorter, and I think a newer model. What I heard last stream, you've only went hunting once in your life. Hunting for deer, I just did. Hunting for deer was just Saturday through Wednesday. As in for dove, I did dove September 1st, and then it ended like 15 days later, and then dove just started again tomorrow, and it's currently quail. And then I have a javelina hunt coming up and a bear hunt. What's your least common handyman job? Least common? Curtain, probably curtain, hanging curtains maybe, because I do picture frames more than curtains. Furniture assembly I do quite a bit too. My most is probably electrical. Let's see. Shotgun goes boom. Chick AK-47 goes pew 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 click 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 pew pew pew. Glock goes pew 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 click 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 Pete. Whatever the P is, but wow. See, yeah, we only have 9 in the chat now, so. Actually, I don't know what their real name is. They go by Seaweed. I think they said they were borrowing someone's gun, but H.E. Smith says, I feel aimless right now. I don't have a dispatch for tomorrow, and I need to work right now. I hate that my industry slows down in the winter. Oh, what is it you do, H.E. Smith? I forget. Custom creations, right? If I recall. I bet you tomorrow we'll lose 20 of those subscribers. More than likely. I work so hard for them, get barely past something, and then bump. Centurion Arms, bullpup, go, boo! I'm a truck driver by trade. Okay. Have you ever been on an African safari? I'd love to. Those lever guns are beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, today's lever action Sunday, therefore I have most of my lever actions out there. I do have one more. I forgot to take it out. It's in my car still because I was hunting with it. Like the stream. Thank you. And subscribe. Yes, sir. Set lever at the front, a 10 gauge. Yes, it is a 10 gauge. It's a model 1901, made in 1901. What is a good gun for deer hunting? Glass. 243, 270, 30-06, 6.5 Creedmoor. 7 mil would be a little bit heavy, but yeah, you'd do it. 308, if I didn't say that. What's your most favorite vacation you have ever been on? Yes, I shoot brass shells in that. Or I would once it gets going. Is a 20 gauge shotgun with buckshot good? Yeah, it would work. That is a brass shell to the right. It's a 10 gauge, yeah. Do I have any taxidermy mounts? I have a one I got from my grandpa that's just horns coming out of a base. That's all. Favorite vacation I've ever been on? I'm not sure. I mean, I enjoy going to Honduras. I lived there for a while. Visiting my brother in Pennsylvania, my two brothers, that's nice. Growing up, we used to go to Wisconsin to visit my great grandparents and other relatives. That probably was some of my favorite times. Steering arm, bullpuck goes boom, 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 chick, 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 boom, 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 boom. Yep. Have you shot a Molotov the rocket gun? No, I haven't. Kind of stuck in the middle of right now because I want the time off because of 13-hour days. Most of the last week, Friday, I had to run to Tonopah from Sparks. Sparks, Nevada, right? It was a fun trip. I need to work. There you go. Where is that? Where's what? Let's call it European Mount. Own 120 acres of woods. I rented out to Hunter Guy. Don't get around so good, so I don't hunt anymore. Oh, I'd love to hunt over there. Honduras. What? Where's that? Central America. Oh yeah, it's losing viewers. Yep. We had down to 9, or was it 8 a little bit ago? Honduras is a Central American country, Spanish speaking. I was there at a mission. I was their handyman, their airport runner. There's a mission there, a children's home. I took people to the clinics, repaired their stuff around there. Yeah, I have to. I'm just too tired, guys. I can hardly think and talk properly. This is my third live today, and each one was an hour, so I've been live for over 3 hours. So I started at 6. No, a mission as in like a church. It was a children's mission. Thanks, Baker. Appreciate it, man. A church mission. A children's home, like orphanage. That type of mission. Not a mission as in military mission. Oh, excuse me. Other than I'm in the Lord's mission, his army, to spread his word and his gospel, but yeah. Oh, nice. I'm very Christian. Yeah, I am as well. Yeah, actually, I just preached this morning. It was about remembering God's promises and being a doer, not just a hearer only. Turkey. Hey, Mason, usually you say pumpkin, right? Oh, and I told you, when you're going to start switching since Halloween's not around. Look at that. You went back. There he goes. Good for you, Mason. I have a home church that my family goes to and some other people. There's what, maybe 15 of us right now? I don't know, something like that. 20. And it's changing with the seasons. What you mean, Aqua? Oh, him, yeah. I figured he would. No, I don't do anything on streaming other than I talk about the Lord and share my faith with people on here, try to help people out. But what's your least favorite element on the periodic table of elements? I don't know. Never even thought about that. Let's see. I pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to God. My allegiance is to Him. House churches are good. Yeah. Most of them, yeah. I would think so. Anyways, guys, I am so tired. Oh boy. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna have to wind this down. I'm just about falling asleep here. May graduate with honors this year. Nice. I was homeschooled, by the way. America, yes, sir. Get some rest. Yes, sir. Okay, guys. Appreciate you coming to Desert Armory and More. We are done for tonight, unfortunately. And fortunately for me, because then I can get some rest. But anyways, appreciate y'all coming up to Desert Armory and More. Thank you for those donations. Y'all have a blessed night, blessed day. Bless the rest of your life, wherever you're at, wherever God has placed you. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Instead, trust God in those times of uncertainties. Ask Him for help, and He will shine light on your pathway. And remember, through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. Thank you all. Have a blessed day. Desert Armory and More is out for now. We hope to see you tomorrow's live. We should be able to have one. 6 p.m. Arizona time is when we start. 6 p.m. Arizona time. Channel's name, Desert Armory and More. See y'all later. Thank you, guys. We are out.